Yeah, I think I need to put this down so I can do this review real quick. R.I.P. giant cyclops looking bird. You will be missed by no one. So yo, Natsu went in on this chapter. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty impressed on how freaking crazy he went on that succubus guild bird or whatever the hell he was. He just was like going crazy. He used some new moves on him, and I'm not gonna lie, the action that we got in this chapter, while it was just pretty much him abusing up some crusty bird, it was still pretty freaking fun to see. So aside from the very good ending, this chapter was once again very basic. It was pretty much like, oh my god, the flame is gone. Natsu beats on a bird, and then we get the ending. And I think that the ending was the greatest part of the chapter because, yeah, the action was cool and all, but literally it was Natsu beating on a bird for, like, the entire chapter. Although it could mean something more relevant later on with Natsu beating the shit out of that bird. Whoever's its master might want to come seek revenge on Natsu for what he did to the bird, so that also could be something used later on. But as of right now, that bird will be missed by no one. It got its ass handed to it by Natsu, like, he just went totally ham. So the nitty-gritty of this chapter, definitely the ending with the Atlas Flame Dragon showing up in the flames, pretty much. Not the dragon himself, I think it's just like the flames of the dragon or something, and it arises a lot of questions regarding what the hell is it doing there. First of all, why is it attached to that freaking stadium thing? Is it like that it was forced there? You know, maybe humans made him go into that? Did he just arise because he's the flame all along? It makes you really wonder, like, how the hell did he get there, and is he like permanently stuck there? Can he not move? I'd imagine since Natsu changed him, even if he could move, it's not like he's going to go on a rampage and start killing people. But it also puts some certainty into other things, like when Zeref back in the day, Tenrojima arc, was like, oh, it's still too soon, he doesn't know. Definitely that's because Zeref is from the future as well when Natsu, you know, fights him and maybe he comes back to the past. And it makes me think, when is that moment going to happen? Because it's more than apparent. And it was just really an interesting ending with a lot of questions that was arisen from that. It's like, what is Atlas Flame's purpose at this point, and how much has he been doing this entire time? Has he been around this entire fairy tale time knowing that Natsu would eventually do what he does? I hope we get to see a little bit more of the relationship between the Atlas Flame and Flare, because that could be a very big thing of like, oh, so he's the one that sent Flare to go help them because he's been a good friend to Natsu. And it also makes you think, is he going to tell Natsu what the hell happened to Ingeel? Is he going to tell him what happened to the dragons? A lot of good stuff could come from this, as well as I'm sure that after this chapter and the next one, he's probably going to melt the village, and, you know, pretty much the giants are going to be able to talk as well, so that'll be interesting to see. And I'm guessing that this could possibly be already the end to the arc. We still have a few loose ends, like Minerva, what the hell is she going to do, as far as, you know, she's still in the midst of fighting Erza. I'm pretty sure she ain't gonna want none of all these people, because once Natsu and all of them show up, you know, Natsu will go ham. They'll all beat the living dog shit out of her. So I'd imagine she might retreat in the next one, or the cavalry might arrive, and we might get an even bigger fight, because Minerva doesn't look like one to run away from a fight, but then again, she is dark, and, you know, so it really makes you question what's gonna happen, because we got some loose ends still with this arc. But as of right now, it seems like it's already coming together and wrapping up, so I guess that was good. Overall, this chapter is probably one of the best ones we've had in a while, because we've been in a slump with fairy tales, kind of just been like a little boring, a little, you know, moving, but this one definitely we got a really interesting ending, and I'm just excited to see what the Atlas Flame has to say. What is he going to tell Natsu, and is he going to be around for a long time? I'd imagine the knowledge that this dragon has of everything, he ain't going to be around for too long. There's going to be something going to happen to the flame, whether the flame is going to be put out for good this time, or his soul is only going to be around for a bit, and then he's going to lose his soul again. Maybe it's because Natsu beat the living dog shit out of that bird till it fell in there, and the dark magic from the bird or something arisen him, his, you know, soul or whatnot. Something's going to happen there, because he has too much knowledge of everything that's been around. He's been around for 400 years, I'd imagine, if he's been in that flame, so he knows a thing or two. I'd imagine he's going to be extinguished, or his spirit ain't going to be around for too long to give them all the information they need. But nonetheless, I'm excited to see what he has to say. So beginning and middle pretty much was very simplistic, and a very good ending. So I give this one 7.5 out of 10. It was a good chapter, very good setup. Can't wait to see what's going to happen with the Atlas Flame. What is he going to have to say to Natsu, and what knowledge can he give them, and, you know, some answers he might be able to give them as far as Ingeel's whereabouts. But for right now, definitely a good chapter, and I'm excited to see that we're starting to progress in this arc and things are starting to move along. So good stuff from there. But it was mostly set up and Natsu like abusing of a poor fucking Cyclops bird, which, you know, it's just laughable, the whole situation in and of itself. But let me know what you think. First of all, Atlas Flame, do you think that he's going to be able to tell Natsu what he needs to know regarding Ingeel? He's going to get extinguished beforehand? Do you think he possibly sent Flare to Fairy Tail to help them because he's been around for so long, he wanted to help him when the time was right? Also, if he's been around this entire time, why hasn't he gone to look for Natsu, or send somebody to look for Natsu so he could talk to him? That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait to get some answers from Atlas Flame next week, because I'm excited. things are starting to pick up now. This is good stuff. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.